Welcome to Boston, Massachusetts, home to the Freedom Trail, the heart of the American Revolution, and we are here to find out who will end their season on a high note as champions of the Fenway Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the American, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will come out first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun.
And he's still running after the move. Just keeps moving. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Jukes his way for more. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
On the move. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And he did get that extra point through with no problem, despite the snowy surface. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little... running back.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, a lot of space. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Complete to start this drive. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Nice move there. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Now on the option. Leaves it with the running back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild 1st quarter. Scanning the field, it's Wimsatt. Bringing the heat. That's caught. It's Porter.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The screen, he can go. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the option. The pitch. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Gives it on the option. Nice move there. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've controlled the football on this drive. The 8th play will be a 3rd and 3. Got it behind the line. It's Porter. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down and less than a yard. And of course the offense is going to stay on the field.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game's 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
On the option. Quick toss. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. He'll pitch it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Smith wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Let's go. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got to feel for the defense.
Turning on the Jets. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown.
Great offenses find a way to feature their playmakers. How about the creativity by the offense? Using the speedster, the wide receiver as the pitch man, and he kicks it into high gear and makes the huge, long touchdown run for this offense.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Smith dropping the pass. Punts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. And the Golden Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Handoff to the lone back. Fights off a defender. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, football in the snow oftentimes is more fun for fans watching than it is for players out there on the field, because it is hard to hold on to the football like that guy just found out right there.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on first down. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air. It's Wimsatt. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds space on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. The official says no good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. The Golden Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
The give to the tailback. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. That's caught. It's Hardy. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Smith wants to throw. Right on the money. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Golden Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gunderson. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Here comes the option. They'll go to the ground. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
We open the final period with a third down play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. It's a seam wide open. He's at the finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Fires one high and deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that. So they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on 4th down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter 4th down, but this offense has got to...
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Golden Bears moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. These corners going to give them some space. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Got the first down and more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Porter. Open space at the 25. And it's in for a touchdown.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. And he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Smith dropping to pass. Snagged out in the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Under fire. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run play action. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Smith wants to throw. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. They'll immediately call timeout. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Close enough for a field goal try, but they want more. Going for it on 4th and short from the 20. Quarterback moving. Turning it on. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this.
He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Golden Bears. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They can't stop the clock, and the defense really can't do anything about this, David.
Nah, great spot to be in for the offense. They know just take a knee, no timeouts for the defense, take the clock down to 0.
And they've got to feel good too, David. Hard-fought game. It was a physical contest, but man, getting these W's, that is a sweet, sweet taste.
Now the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. And I tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Wimsatt. Caught behind the line, it's Porter. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout called by the offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the option. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the 4th quarter. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.